Welcome to today's episode, my friends, where we have a boss guide for you on one who consumes apathy, and we got something special, an all-epic team. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you and would love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Now, if you do enjoy today's episode, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate that very much. Now, down below in today's timestamps, in the details, we will go through our 4 T's. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings, Beascuits, all the gear, in order to help you succeed here and take down one who consumes apathy here in normal mode. Very excited about this. We just pulled together the guide to beat all of normal mode. We're going to come back through and do each of the details and double tap into these bosses here for you to help you get set up for a little bit more success and help you succeed here. So let's break this one down. 419, Shrouded by Mist and Fog. First and foremost, it is Beast Yeast here in episode 4. This land radiates with the power of the beast before you unfolds a landscape unlike anything you've seen in Crispia. We also have our special conditions here. Topping bonus effects, they don't work, so Beascuits are huge. Now, additionally, this is one of the first times, like I said, in the normal mode guide, here we have the effects of 2 things, both yin and yang and apathy here. The yang gauge increases when enemies attack, and the yin gauge increases when allies attack or inflict darkness type damage. Enemies gain buffs when the yang gauge is full, and allies gain buffs when the yin gauge is full. Use the tactical skill to boost your yin gauge and remove buffs from enemies. Now, we also have apathy. Cookies affected by apathy receive damage equal to a portion of their max HP every second, and this status is applied permanently. Peach Blossom Cookie or Mystic Flower Cookie can provide resistance to apathy for your team. Apathy is a big deal, my friends, particularly in this one. When it does get applied, it can wipe your team. So you really need to pay attention to that, and we got something here for you today on that as well. Now, we have the effects. Healing decreased, HP shield capacity decreased, and enemies debuff resist increased. We also have Twin Dragons here. The team's yin energy greatly increases if yin and yang has already been triggered. This energy or effect will activate at the end of the yin and yang duration. Whenever enemies gain a buff, it will be removed. The Awakened King skill will enhance this effect as well. So there's a lot of things here to pay attention to in terms of mitigating and navigating this particular boss. Now, in terms of this one, we will hit one wave here of Steamed Wolf and Steamed Cacows. And then additionally, for the one who consumes apathy, here is what we have going on. Power level is at about 300,000. We do have a decent chunk of HP there with 17 million. It does have Enshrouding Futility. This passive becomes vulnerable to darkness type damage, but gains an increased base crit percent and crit damage, which means it can do quite a bit amount of damage. Gains a buff whenever your own HP gains a buff whenever own HP reaches a certain level as well. We also have Touch of Meaninglessness, fires a projectile and deals damage to the nearest target. So big for tanks, and again, targets not necessarily cookies first. Whispers of Apathy deals damage to all targets and applies apathy. So again, stuff over time, and you can't get that health bar back just like injury, except with PV, we can get that piece back. Radiance of Apathy deals damage to all targets, restoring own HP. So this one can be a problem as well, because it can really gain some pretty hefty life back. And then Brush of White Ink deals damage to a random target and applies apathy again. So there's a lot of things going on here to pay attention to. Now let's go ahead and talk about our team. So again, this is one variant and version of a team that you can use, that we use for all of normal mode. In terms of today, we are giving you an all epic team, my friends, in order to get by. And this is the team that we are using here. Everything except for Peach Blossom is available to you in the mileage shop. Peach Blossom is the counter to some of the apathy stuff, like it said. And we're using this instead of Mystic Flower. So in case you don't have Mystic Flower, you do have a chance right now as a free-to-play player like me to get Peach Blossom if you got some of those cookie cutters, those kinds of things as well. So here what we're doing is we're really focusing and honing in on that electric type damage with additional damage here and dark damage by Black Raisin plus the buff. And then here with Financier Cookie for a little bit more survivability in the front and keeping our damage dealers alive as well. So very nice grouping here. Peach Blossom does a great job of mitigating, like I said earlier, Apathy as well. So in terms of our treasures, we're also on attack and cooldown. Here we're on Dream Conductor's Whistle. We're on Old Pilgrim Scroll, Squishy Jelly Watch. You could try something like Librarian's Enchanted Robes. Additionally, Sleepyhead's Jelly Watch there. You could go with the defense with Disciple's Magic Scroll and crit. Now, again, a couple of the big things, though, is because Apathy just wipes your life down, I would definitely say you don't probably have to worry about his defense as much, just because of that really, really significantly hurting you, and that can just not feel good. So, all right, couple of things there. And then in terms of our gear, again, don't forget topping most effects don't matter. So in terms of this, we always say we do have Radiant and Resonant and all the specific Beascuit types per those cookies. You can check out all the breakdowns of our guides here. We've already done one for Peach here as well, Peach Blossom, that you can check out here on the channel. We do have a playlist available to you as well, so feel free to do that. And a great way to stay in touch is being subscribed, because in that way you see all the new stuff as well. All right, so here we go, and don't forget to turn on notifications. All right, here we go. And generally in our Beascuits, we're gonna have 3 to 4 of them. The good thing here is there's always room to upgrade, as we like to say, particularly for me as a free-to-play player. Here we're on defense, and every Beascuit's generally gonna be legendary. Here we do have this one maxed, lots of crit resist, which is nice, in particular for this boss. So you can keep that in mind. We have cooldown, damage resist. Here, Peach Blossom, we're on cooldown. Now, we have a long way to go with this cookie because I just built it. So you can definitely find some room to win here. So you can keep that in mind. Here we also have black raisin, or sorry, lemonade. Here you can actually go and attack. We'll switch over. We got lots of nice damage resist bypass, which is great. Lots of attack. That one's great. Here, black raisin, you're going to go on resonant. Here we're only at 20. We do have a tip between 20 and 30. I'm not going to spoil it for you in this episode. You can check out that one here on the channel. And then additionally here, Twizzly, we're on crit all the way to 30, lots of damage resist bypass, those kinds of things. So really playing in, giving you some ideas on areas of improvement, because me as a free-to-play player, that's important to look around at those pieces. And then again, for my power level, that can get you above kind of a thing too. So, all right, there we go, Peach Blossom. And now finally we are starting to get a little bit more ascended, which is nice. Again, not necessarily required in order to get by here, but one thing that you can keep in mind. All right, so that, my friends, is the tactics. That's the team, the treasures, and the toppings, Beascuits, all that stuff in order to help you succeed and take down one who consumes apathy. If you still have a question, if you got a comment, let me know, please, because I love to hear from you. And feel free to join us in our amazing community Discord server. I'll come back, talk a little bit more, maybe against some swaps and those things that you can consider at the end after we go for the run. So let's get into it here. One who consumes apathy, my friends. Shrouded by mist and fog. Now, a couple things here. What you see is as that bar goes up, we're gonna gain those boosts. There's that apathy. That's a huge problem. There, it's coming off. We really, really want to make sure that that gets cleared. It will get applied, as you can see, when you're running in, and that is a huge problem. You want to make sure that you constantly keep that Peach Blossom stuff going on to kind of help with that. The other thing here is, in terms of timing, we can hit this. Again, gaining those boosts on your bar at the top end. You'll see I've been able to so far keep everyone alive, which is great. And should conclude with a very, very quick win. This wing is really, really heavy focused on damage. One of the things that you have to be careful of is when apathy starts gaining health, it can be a problem. If you watch my full-blown how to beat normal mode guide and other team, you start to see that when I was able to beat it with 2 cookies. So giving you a different idea, different perspective there. Peach Blossom's great. And certainly you can make it much stronger than mine, giving you a little bit more survivability here, depending on what you have for your team. So that, my friends, is the takedown of this particular boss here for 419, the baddie, one who consumes apathy. Let's go ahead and give you some ideas on some other swaps here. So for instance, still at that epic level, a big one is certainly creme brulee. I wanted to stay away from that cookie in particular, just to try it with something else, something new. You could always try tart tatin. You could go the fire route if you wanted. Rye, getting some fast damage up. You could also use instead of financier cookie, something a little bit like Rebel Cookie at the beginning. You could try and get Linzer in there. There's a lot of good swaps still at this level for normal mode and for your all epic team. If you want to go down that path and route, you could certainly use something like Strawberry Crepe here as well for that damage resist boost, giving you some other ideas there and ways to survive through the boss. So that, my friends, does conclude today's episode here for us. Like I always say, if you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you as always, and join us in our amazing community Discord server. Now, on top of that, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you take down one who consumes apathy, and I just want to say thank you for your support as always. I appreciate the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. It's also a great way to stay connected for more content here on the channel. And additionally, thank you to all of our members. I truly appreciate that support. We do have memberships available to you. You get emotes, icons, fun, cool things, priority response, videos, extra stuff here as part of the community. So thank you for that. We also have affiliate links you can check out, and our swag and merch store, my friends. All great ways to support. So thank you so much. Now, don't forget our socials. At me, chat me, my friends. Stay connected. I love seeing your stuff. It's a great way to potentially get showcased in the channel and on the all in the community. And with that, my friends, lastly, get out there, take down 419 shrouded by mist and fog. Continue the story here and take down one who consumes apathy, because you can certainly do it. And with that, we'll see you again soon. Keep on running.